up, everybody? Welcome to episode 302 of Some Shit We Like. I'm Mike. That's Rick. Flesh and gang signs. And
Is that a gang sign?
No, I don't know. I just giving you shit.
Peace,
I know. That's Rick's gang.
I'm hip with the kids.
All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you next week for episode 303. All right, so yeah, if you don't know, this is Some Shit We Like. It's a podcast where we talk about things we like. Sometimes we hate on things. Sometimes we're indifferent about things. But usually, we have some kind of opinion that we feel like everybody else needs to know. So we spout it out on here. And if you want to listen to this show, you can do that every Tuesday on podcast feeds, as well as Spotify and Stitcher and all that good stuff. Just search SSWL Network. We should pop up in every podcast feed or
I think we're good
reader or whatever. Then if you want to consume this in a video form, we put up clips Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and the full show on Friday.
That is correct, sir.
So,
unless we go 3 hours long, then there won't be a full
then
show.
Then it's only clips.
Then it's only clips.
Yeah.
Because you try rendering fucking...
Fudge that rendering time.
Yeah. On a laptop.
Yeah. Remember when you got that laptop? You're like, oh man, my rendering time is like cut in half. And now you're like, this laptop.
Well, no, it's still a good laptop. It's way better than the old ass iMac that I had.
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, I think you wanted to start doing video as an excuse to get a new laptop and stop using that old iMac. That's my opinion.
Not really.
But yeah,
most of it was just because we got to get ourselves out there.
Yeah, all right. Speaking of getting ourselves out there.
Whoa, segue.
Look at that. Kind of Funny is doing this awesome thing called Kind of Funny Up and Comers. And they had a stretch goal for, if they reached $80,000, they were going to reach out to the community and have you guys nominate a person or a podcaster or somebody that talks about video games, like I do a lot, or like we do a lot, and you submit a nomination for them, and they're going to fly that person out and put them up in a hotel, and that person gets to spend a week with Kind of Funny and do all their shows with them. Kind of Funny. So this is the rad shit. So the way that they're going to do it with Kind of Funny Games Daily is that you are co-host Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with Greg, and then Friday you host it and Greg is your co-host.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then you'll also do Gamescast and Debatable and like all the other whatever. If you want to participate in the other shows, that's going to be open to you. So I nominated us because I figured, well, why not? And if you guys would like to do that, I'll put a link in the description, or I'll send Bryce a link to put in the description of where you can nominate us. Hopefully, they haven't stopped accepting submissions by the time you see this on YouTube or hear it on Tuesday.
So, let's say we get this Fantasyland.
Yeah.
We three get to go?
Well, originally they were going to just take one person and then take another person separately another week and do another week. But when I nominated us, I made sure to, mention that I nominated us. I nominated the podcast, not just myself. And I was like, hey, we're a podcast, me and two of my best friends, and this is what we're all about. So I made sure, and then the links that they ask for links to content. Right. So I put our YouTube trailer, our blooper reel that you made,
right.
Then our YouTube channel, and then the website. So
see,
I don't know. I won't say that it necessarily disqualifies us or anything like that, but I did submit us as a whole and not me as an individual.
Okay. See, I don't really it would be cool to be on camera and whatever, but if let's say we did I'd rather hang out with Kevin. And see his setup and see what he does, and I want to learn to help improve our stuff.
Yeah, and that's the whole point, is they want to bring people on and have them see how they do everything and how things work.
Okay,
that's why they want you.
Yeah, you guys can be on camera. I'm gonna go hang out with Kevin.
Yeah, so that's a thing, and I submitted us, and I'm sure you and Bryce will probably do the same thing. But yeah, I made sure to submit us as a whole.
That's cool.
But yeah, it just makes more sense. We're a unit,
Yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah, I could have just submitted myself and been like, yeah, I'd talk about video games all the time on this podcast, and then just sent clips of the video game. But no, we are a unit. We are a group. Like Bryce always likes to say, we are the hottest trio in podcasting. But yeah, man. So anybody who's listening, watching, and would like to help us out, you should do that and submit us.
Yeah.
Because that would be a super rad experience.
Kind of going off on a tangent on that subject. I've been doing a lot of research, podcasts and Twitch, and I always do that on my spare time. But I've been getting more deep into it as far as like, all right, so let's say, we open up or we get the affiliate, and we can actually get subscriptions, and donations. And I was like, well, fuck, man. Like, I've kind of been afraid of it because taxes.
Right.
And we're technically become a business,
Right. So
not technically, we would
so
be a
you've
business.
been looking into that.
So I've been looking to see how that works.
Cool. Which makes sense.
And
because a lot of people don't do that and end up effing themselves because they don't.
Exactly. That's why I don't. I'm meticulous with that. Like, I don't want to get fucked over, especially with the IRS.
We're broke AF as it is.
I know, exactly.
We don't need to be in the red.
So yeah, I was looking all into that, and damn, that taxes are hard to do on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did find a couple of videos on showing how you could break it down and like what people recommend to do. Like, let's say, at the end of the pretty much like at the end of the stream with everything you got or any donations you get, take 30% out and just set it aside.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be even safer, take 40% and put it out on the side.
Right.
Because
any extra you'll get back. Also, I guess like the main thing to do is
and saving receipts.
Yeah.
Is the biggest thing that you got to do. And
doing like an LLC or something. That way you are not taxed as the individual.
Yeah.
You're taxed as an LLC, limited liability corporation. So yeah.
Because the person, actually it was Mr. Beast. I don't know if you've heard of him. His name has been going around a lot lately.
Okay.
It's like an old video of his where he actually broke down, like, let's say you make $1 million. Let's break it down. You got to take out Medicare. You got to take out basically everything that your boss does for you at a regular job. You have to do all that yourself.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. That shit's time consuming.
Also, this week, guys, I'm sorry about the coughing. I'm at the end of a cold, and for some reason, my throat's been bothering me the last 2 days when it wasn't bothering me at all while I was sick. So
it has to be on camera.
Has to be yesterday and today.
But anyways, I was looking into that, trying to see
very cool
what business plans there are. Coming up with business plan, basically. Yeah. And there was actually a really hour-long video from these people at the PAX South, who did a whole thing on it. And
basically at every PAX, there's usually a panel like that for people to go to. Which PAX is something I'd really love to go to in Seattle, but that's a flight, that's a hotel, that's PAX passes.
Yeah.
That's why I got kind of really excited about that thing that Bryce sent us that's in Pasadena. That games convention festival thing or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, I've been looking into that. Hopefully, the reason why I was looking into that. That's right. I'm sick of my fucking job. That's the reason why. I want to make this priority now. This is going to be priority number one. Job, I'm sorry, but it's been fun. I'm tired of fucking driving. I'm done. I want to... This is all the driving I want to do from my bed to here.
That's funny.
But yeah.
Speaking of affiliate, congratulations to friend of the show, Cheesy.
Yeah.
Met all the requirements earlier this week. I told him, I said, hey man, if we contributed in any way to that, fucking awesome. Because...
Well, we host them all the time too. And he hosts us.
Yeah, which is awesome. I mean, you gotta help each other out, especially...
That's what it's all about.
Even if you're not trying to make this a priority source of income or a major thing, you
be a decent fucking human.
Yeah, it really takes. I always say about Facebook posts or Twitter posts or the Instagram posts, it literally takes 2 seconds to hit retweet or share or repost something on Instagram. I'm not even asking you to like it or comment. I don't care if you even watch our content. Just if you're a friend of mine on Facebook, which I don't have, I'm not one of those people with 500 friends on Facebook. I kind of keep that pared down to people I actually know.
Right.
And it literally takes you a second to hit share. That's it. And it really does help. Like, as stupid and cliche as it sounds, like, it really does actually help. Like, it helps visibility. It helps people see what we're doing over here. And
spreads the word.
yeah, I really enjoy what we do over here. I feel like we do something special, and I would like people to be involved and engaged more than, you know, the handfuls of people that we have now.
Yeah. And yeah, that's another thing. This kind of like, this is still on this is kind of like more personal talk as far as it goes, but like I want to try to get us to have more guests on the show too.
Yeah.
So Cheesy, one day you'll be here.
Yeah.
And like James was supposed to come in today.
Yeah, but he
wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I want to bring in more people so we can expand.
I really like when James
maybe
is on the
interview
show.
some people too. Yeah, he was looking forward to it, but he was not feeling well.
That's understandable. Yeah, I'd like to get Robert to come down here, and because I mean, Robert's got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about that's not just video game related or things like that. He's the interesting dude. You know Robert. He's an interesting dude. But yeah.
And I'm sure he definitely has stories.
Yep. So shall we actually start the show?
Yeah, let's get into it.
If you didn't know, this is... No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, all right. Let's,
no, but yeah, let's get into this. Okay, so real quick, I want to talk about this because I know we got a lot. Weezer put out an album out of nowhere.
I haven't listened. I meant to listen to it this week. Have you listened to it?
Oh, yeah, I heard the whole thing.
Okay.
And oh my God, it's nothing but covers.
Oh, no way. See, I didn't even know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, yeah, it was nothing but covers. They covered...
I'm really kicking myself for not hearing it.
Like, there's just something about River's voice that I love.
Yeah.
Like, it's... I don't know.
You know what it is?
It's...
No matter what he's singing, like, it just sounds so genuine and honest. Like,
Yeah,
that's the vibe.
that's
That's the thing I've always loved about Weezer. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's true, yeah. And it just screams 90s to me as well, too. So
That's rad. That's so cool.
But I'm talking about his voice. But like as far as the album, it's a mixture of a bunch of different songs from 80s and 90s.
That's cool.
So like he does "Take on Me" by
I love that song. Yeah.
He does "Africa" by Toto because they did that a while ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all covers, and they cover "No Scrubs."
That's amazing.
Amazing.
Please tell me they do it like acoustically. Is it acoustic or is it?
It's sort of.
Okay.
But yeah, you have to listen to it.
It's
fucking great.
Damn it! I saw that this week and I was like, I actually need to listen to that.
Yeah.
It is really coming down outside.
Yeah, I can hear it outside.
All right.
"Stand by Me."
I love that song.
Yeah. He does a lot. Okay, well that's not 80s.
Yeah, but
But you know what I mean. Like he's like they're all covers and. He just does a great job. So if you haven't heard it, go hear it. You could probably find it on YouTube or
Amazon Music,
Google Play, whatever,
iTunes,
Spotify,
Apple Music, all that shit.
And then while you're there, you can subscribe to us there on our podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good.
Just
it's good.
SSWL Network. All right, quickly on the music tip before I move on. One of my favorite musical artists. He's been in several different bands. He's quit the music industry several times, but he can never stay away because it's how he enjoys telling his stories. He's also an artist and does album artwork for a lot of bands, and he's done a graphic novel and stuff. His name is Steven Giuliano. His original band, well, it's not even his original band. His second band was The Silences, where I was introduced to him in the really early 2000s, and I liked them because they had like a super like AFI type of vibe. Then he was in another band called I Am Ghost that I really think would have... They were on Epitaph Records with that, and I think if they would have been like on a major label like Atlantic or something like that, yeah, they were on Epitaph. All the I Am Ghost stuff was released on Epitaph Records, which is not a small record label,
no, it's not.
but it's a niche record label.
Yeah.
Like you know what you're getting when you go to Epitaph Records, the type of music or the type of band you're gonna get. I really feel like if they had like a major label behind them, they would have been as huge as something like My Chemical Romance or The Used at the time, because they were kind of in the same vein, very stylistic, and had an awesome sound. Anyway, he had another band called Requiem, and now it's the same people that were in Requiem that his new band called My Immortal Enemy, and they released a teaser for their new album that's coming out later this year, and it's for a song. Like it's like an intro, and then like goes in to the song from like the chorus, and then plays like a verse, and then back to a chorus, and that's the teaser video. Which again, I'll provide a link that'll be in the description because I whatever Steven Giuliano does, I'm gonna listen to and follow because I love his style. I love his sound. Like I've tried to describe them to people, and it's like early, and this is all shit that I really really like. So I'm not like trying to be reductive or anything like that, but it's the best way I can compare them. It's like early AFI mixed with the band Him, which are two of my favorite bands of all time.
Right. And
that's kind of the sound they have. It's a little bit harder than maybe an early AFI stuff. It's, yeah.
If I want to say, like, I'm sure I've heard it and when you play in the car, and it's a little bit harder than what I like.
Yeah, but as far as like their presentation and their style, it's definitely like a little more gothic version of early AFI, and then content and sound wise, and maybe even like tone, even though it's not the same style of sound. It's like AFI meets Him, and those are two of my favorite bands. I actually have a heartogram tattoo because I'm one of those lamos. But yeah, so check that out. They're called My Immortal Enemy. Check out that teaser video. Link in description.
Yeah, goth. I don't know if I ever had a goth phase. I know I listened to goth music in high school, but I don't think like I've ever. Yeah. The Cure. I mean, Smashing Pumpkins.
You're brown. Didn't you like the Smiths and Morrissey?
I'm like the
only brown person.
The only Mexican who does not like the Smiths.
So, I was never a huge fan of the Smiths or Morrissey until like the last decade. I've gone back and listened to that stuff, and like, man, I really I was just in a different state of mind then when I was younger. Like, man, that's some good shit. Go back and try it now. Honestly,
for someone who likes his depressed fest, Morrissey's just
a
little too much depressed fest for me.
Well, I mean, that's why with the Smiths, it was definitely a little bit more upbeat.
Yeah, it was.
But I would suggest go back and give it another shot. I'll send you a playlist of Smiths / Morrissey stuff that I like. And,
they did. I'm trying to remember. The Charmed theme song.
Yeah, How Soon Is Now.
How Soon Is Now. That's a Morrissey song. That song's alright. That song's alright.
That's like at the time that was like the only Morrissey song that I liked, and I didn't even like the Morrissey version. I liked all the different covers of it that I had heard.
I don't know if I've heard that many covers of it.
There is a cover by.
I feel like there is one that I've heard that who is it by? I can't remember.
Okay, there's a cover of How Soon Is Now by that girl group that was pretending to be lesbians in the early 2000s. Tattoo, T-A-T-U.
Oh yeah.
It's a really good cover of the song. It's a really good cover of that song. You should check it out.
One
of them is like really anti-gay and like talks a lot of shit about it now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's what they did to get mainstream popularity. That was all an act because she's like super fucking bigot style.
Oh my god,
yeah, it's
that's
really
terrible.
weird, but I like that group. I like them.
The one song I do like by the Smiths is "Sing Me to Sleep."
Yeah,
because I heard it on Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Of course.
I'm like, all right, that song I can get into. That's a good song.
Yeah,
definitely whiny, but.
You like Dashboard Confessional for F's sake. How do you not?
I know.
And again, this is coming from somebody who didn't really get into the Smiths or Morrissey until like within the last 10 years or so, where I really actually sat down and gave it a shot and with a different mindset. But anyway.
I can't. Once he hits that no, or it's like, no.
It's the best though.
I'm out.
Okay. All right, let's get out of Music Corner and move on.
Okay. All right, so
that'll be clip 1 on Tuesday on
it
YouTube.
Will be. I forget how fun it is talking about music.
Yeah.
So we got movie news.
Yeah.
For you. Well, entertainment news.
It's movie news for sure.
But this is definitely movie news. So we talked about this about whether we buy physical media or digital.
Yeah, this came up big time because we were talking about the streaming future of video games, because Amazon has supposedly got their money behind something. Google has their streaming thing. Microsoft has their streaming thing. Sony has PlayStation Now, which is, you know, a subscription-based thing also, or you can buy games outright still, I think, and then stream them to your PS4. It's kind of the way they're doing backwards compatibility with PS3, because the PS3 chipset was so custom that they can't just throw it into the PS4 and be like, hey, you're backwards compatible. But yeah, so...
You know, I looked into the... I looked into the history of the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And, like, oh my God, like...
That's a whole show we can do on its own.
Yeah, I think we should do a whole show on... Well, I guess a whole show, but, like, it's crazy, like, how NASA used PlayStation 3s and, like...
Stanford University was using racks where you could actually do it at home with your PlayStation and donate your clock cycles to help cancer research and stuff for Stanford University. It's crazy.
Like, it was basically like some people use like just that's a whole other we can talk about it. But
so this came up big time because my whole thing about, you know, digital future was, what if these companies shut down? What if these companies go away? I don't have a physical version of these games. I'm paying for a license to use them, basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's one of the main reasons why I don't really buy DVDs or Blu-rays anymore. But I also don't go out and buy them digitally either. I have a few digital purchases that I've talked about before. I have a digital version of Christmas Vacation, so I can watch it anywhere. That's through Amazon, which I'm pretty sure Amazon's not going anywhere, which is why I gave them my money.
With Amazon, I think you're pretty much
safe. I have a digital version of Ready Player One through Amazon again, because it was on sale for like $8, and I love that movie and love that book, and I need it for research coming up, actually. So I have that, and again, through Amazon, because I don't think they're going anywhere. Doesn't look like they're going anywhere anytime soon. But I brought up the whole topic of what happens to our licenses, what happens to our content if these companies go out of business, and we have paid full price for said product, and it's not a subscription. You know, I was firmly on the side of, if it's a subscription, I am okay with that, and I understand, even though theoretically, in the long run, I'd probably be spending more money. But I'm just really worried about going all digital and giving them my $50 or $60 for a video game, or in this case, $20, $25, $30 for a movie,
right,
in HD or whatever, and not having access to it anymore, and it just being gone.
Yeah.
And I threw this story about Ultraviolet, which was a digital movie solution for DVD and Blu-ray, where, you know, you get a code in the box and you redeem the code, and
I never redeemed any of mine.
Me either. And you have a digital copy of that product. Cool, right? Not cool. Ultraviolet's going out of business, and they are telling people you need to link your Ultraviolet account with, you know, our designated licensed vendors, people like Voodoo, and I think it was Amazon.
It says here, it was announced this week that Ultraviolet's cloud base is shutting down on July 31st.
Yeah.
If you want to maintain your library, it says read on. The service itself was sort of confusing because you had to save money. You log on, enter your code, and the movie would be added to your digital library.
Right.
But you could only watch it at Voodoo or Fandango Now or other affiliated retailers. Okay.
But their whole digital locker system and their servers are all going offline July 31st.
July 31st, yeah.
So they're telling people, here's a list of our vendors.
And Voodoo is one of them.
Make sure you sync your account, your Ultraviolet account, with these vendors before July 31st, and you'll be okay. But a thing I ran into in doing a lot of research on a lot of different articles, I don't think it's this article, but one particular person was saying, half of the movies I own are available on Voodoo, half of the movies I own through Ultraviolet are available on the other service, and so I have to link both accounts I have to link my account to both services, and then it just ends up being this fucking spider web of, well, through this one, and then that one, and this one, and this one, and the whole point of the digital future is to have it all in one place. And while I'm glad they're giving you 6 months to sort out your issues and your shit with this stuff, but at the same time, the fact that I could potentially have to be logged into 3 or 4 different fucking services to continue to own the things that I've purchased is fucking ridiculous.
Okay, now, as you're saying that, I remembered something that I heard on Cord Cutters, which is a podcast I listen to. There is actually a service. I'll probably put it here once I find it because I don't know it off the top of my head.
Uh-huh.
But again, this is you giving them permission if you want to do this, where you can get everything you have on iTunes, blah blah blah, whatever, all into one.
It uses an
website.
aggregator. It's an aggregator. Yeah.
Where you can do that, and you
Yeah.
can just go through, pick whatever you want to watch, and you don't have to.
And it pulls from that server, which is great. But I mean, people do that with Plex. Where,
I forgot about Plex.
So people do that with Plex, but that is a cool service. That's rad. But
that's
again,
cool.
that's me having to sign into all of my different accounts, and I am in a process of trying to pare down right now.
But you'll have to do it once for one website,
right?
And then you can just sign.
It's still obnoxious and a hassle, and I've paid for the convenience
of going to that one website
and having the one thing. And now Ultraviolet, which was one of the major digital distribution solutions for...
I think it was Universal that was really backed by them too.
Gone.
Yeah, which is
gone.
Surprising.
So the main reason I brought it up is because now I really don't feel like it's out of the realm of possibilities for me to be weary of a digital and now we talked about how the digital video game sphere is proliferating. I can't speak right now. Into a bunch of different areas. There's the Epic store and the GOG store and the Discord store and the Steam store. There was a story about a game that's being exclusive to Epic Game Store now, but if you've pre-ordered it on Steam, you still get the game and all your content as it comes out, but you can't buy it there anymore. And what if the Epic Game Store fucking goes away? Where's my game? Yeah. Where's the money I paid you for this game? I'm not paying for a license. I'm paying you for the product. I know I've been talking about being digital on Switch, and that's the way I'm buying games. But
so I'm someone who does all digital now.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to pull out my DVDs.
Dude.
But
I have that big box with all my DVDs and Blu-rays in it.
You have a lot, yeah.
And I have a shitload, and the other day, was like, I want to watch something. I can't remember what it was. Because I wanted to watch, the special features or some shit, And I was like, man, but I don't want to open this box. I don't want to dig through the DVDs. I don't want to put it in my PlayStation. If I really want to watch the movie itself, I'll just, I'll rent it on Amazon or YouTube or fucking what. It's really at that point where it's not an inconvenience for me. It's just I've been conditioned now to not want to go through all those extra steps anymore because of how easy it is to consume content, whether it be movies, music, video games, or even books.
Yeah.
I have 150 books I've purchased through Amazon Kindle, and when I can't find a book there, I get mad that I have to actually pull my hard copy out. I have basically every hard copy of a book I own, I've ended up buying on Kindle if it's available because I hate having to go in, open the box with all my books in it, find the book I want to read, have to read off a page when I can't adjust the font size or can't adjust the background color.
Oh yeah, well, especially for you. Yeah.
Right, and it's a very me-specific problem, but I don't want to do it. So it sucks that Ultraviolet's going away.
It does suck. Luckily, I picked the right side because I'm all about Voodoo.
Right. For now.
And with Voodoo, I bought... they had a big sale, and I bought 10 Cloverfield Lane and Cloverfield as a bundle.
Oh, yeah?
For
$20. You told us about that, yeah.
And then
and Voodoo
I also bought...
has special feature stuff, too, right?
Yeah, it came with the special features. I bought White Collar, the season 1, which actually had the special features as well, too. So
that's fucking a TV show, really?
Yeah,
rad.
I was surprised.
Awesome, man.
So I'm like, that's when I knew. Okay, Voodoo's the one I want to use.
That's the thing that really puts me off of Netflix and Amazon and for me with wrestling from the WWE Network, they don't have any of the DVD special features or anything like that when they put their content up there.
So welcome, Bolo. He says, nope. The way games work, you pay for licenses. True.
Yep.
Yeah, if you buy the game and you start modding it, if you can get sued and even jail time. Shaking my head. Sup, dudes. Sup. And he's making his own book.
Oh, cool.
So where's the third duckling? He is out.
Yeah.
He is third duckling.
Yeah, he's on assignment today.
He's on assignment.
Son of a bitch.
On his birthday, by the way.
Dude left. He went on a trip for my birthday.
He's like, I'll go on the trip for you. You stay here.
Hope he does something real nice. Anyway, so yeah, it's just, with Ultraviolet going out, man, like, I really don't feel like it was, like I said, out of the realm of possibility to say, like, Nintendo goes out of business. What do I do about all my games? Their servers we'll talk about that later. Nintendo service is shut down now. It is fucking gone. But yeah, man, I'm very scared of a all digital future and what happens to my content that I've paid my money for. But at the same time, the convenience of it really makes it hard, or it makes it easy to look past that stuff because of the convenience factor.
Yeah, Buffy was on sale on Vudu for $50 or something like that.
But is it that shitty version?
No, it looks like it was a regular version.
Really? The
original? So that's why I was like this close to buying it, but like, I already own it. I don't want to buy it again.
I bought my wife that DVD set for Christmas one year. She's fucking all about it.
So, but yeah, I think I feel secure with Vudu.
Yeah.
Because like I think they've grown so much in the sense of like they're throwing in extra features. They also have free movies on there that you can watch with ads.
Do you remember when they first came out and they were trying to do anything to get people on their service? We'll give you free rentals. We'll give you free movies. We'll give you free this. Like, it was one of the original podcast ads where if you use our code, you can get a free movie, not a rental, like a free movie. Mm-hmm. And that's when movies, they were still charging $20, $25 for their digital downloads because that's, less people you charge more. More people you can charge less. It's the way it works.
So as for Bolo, all his games are digital, and he fears that as well.
Yeah.
If their internet goes out, i+LE. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And Vudu is a movie TV show. It's basically like iTunes, but for anybody. Or not iTunes. iTunes.
Yeah, it's like iTunes.
Apple Store, I guess. But for like movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
Like Amazon Prime, in a way. But you actually pay for the movies and you get extra features. Yep. Which is, I got The Martian with extra features.
That's right, yeah. That's the other thing. It was like on sale too, you were saying.
Yeah, I got that on sale too. I wait for the sales because I'm not going to pay full price.
Right. If you're going to pay full price, you'll go down to fucking Best Buy or Target and buy a DVD.
Yeah. But, and honestly, the extra, like me being a film guy, the extra features is why I bought Blu-rays and DVDs.
Yeah.
So now that I don't have to,
I blame Kevin Smith for making me want to collect DVDs because I was like, man, if every DVD commentary is this good, and none of them ever are. None of them ever are.
I don't think they will be. So yeah, that's the news on that, in our opinion, on Ultraviolet, which goodbye them.
So yeah.
Actually, Michael's sister, I think, worked for Ultraviolet for a while. Yeah.
Okay. Real quick, who had what was the worst DVD commentary? I believe it's for Reservoir Dogs. It's a Tarantino movie. It's like, how commentaries usually people sitting around a table watching the movie and they talk about it and stuff. Yeah. This is literally like clips of here's Tarantino talking about this part, and then it's not a conversation. It's literally him talking, and then it cuts to a different recording of somebody else talking. Like. It is the most disjointed, worst way to do a DVD commentary whatsoever. It's dumb. It's so dumb. Anyway, let's move on.
I liked... I know we're going to move on. Well, I'm not going to put this in there, but I liked that with Watchmen, how you can watch the movie with Zack Snyder, and he kind of points out... I don't know if you ever watched that.
I've never watched it that way, but that's cool.
But that was really cool to watch. He would actually, pause, rewind, and, like
a real director cut, like a real director's cut.
Yeah, like a real director's cut. Ryan Connolly did that too with one of his shorts.
That's cool.
So yeah, movie commentary is best.
What's up, Film Riot? Right?
Yeah. Welcome, Wolf.
Hello, Wolf.
We're actually moving on to our next topic,
which is it a trailer or is it more news?
More news.
Oh yeah. All right.
The Batman to fly in summer 2021.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck passing the torch to the next generation. So this was all over Twitter. I don't know if you heard, but
please don't be an origin story.
Matt Reeves is moving on to a new Batman.
Yeah.
Actor.
Yeah. We saw this coming. People never gave Ben Affleck a fair shake. He is a very good Bruce Wayne, a very good Batman for the era of Bruce Wayne / Batman that they were trying to tackle.
Yeah.
He was perfect for that. I don't care what anybody says.
He was great. And what's funny is like people are actually sad about it, but they're the ones that bitched about it. It's like, come on, man.
That's why we can't have anything nice anywhere.
Exactly.
I talk about it with wrestling all the time. People are always crying that so-and-so's not in the main events. Why aren't they pushing this guy? Why don't they give this guy better stuff to do on TV? And then they do, and they put these guys in main events, and then they get boring chants, and people don't pay attention. Like, this is why we don't have nice things, because you don't know how to shut up and consume entertainment for the sake of consuming entertainment, and instead you think you know better than the people that are making the entertainment.
Exactly. It's funny.
Yeah.
Bolo said he's not passing the torch. He got it taken away by force. Yeah.
You're walking a thin line, Bolo.
Yeah, it sucks because I mean he was first supposed to direct and star in it and write it too, and now like
he's not even
gonna direct or write. Well, he wrote a version with Jeff Johns. I don't know if they're gonna use that. I don't think they're gonna use that same version. I think they're gonna jump the story.
Went through the hassle of collaborating with fucking Jeff Johns.
I know.
Like what the hell, people? It's all right. All right, so let's do this. Who should be Batman?
So, as what we like to do, let's cast Batman.
Okay.
Who are your choices? They're going to go younger, obviously.
I was going to say, what age range are we going?
No, they're going to go younger.
All right.
Hey, welcome, Cheesy. Sorry you didn't have notifications. I don't know what happened.
I'm going to say something unpopular when we get to me, but you first.
Actually go, because I can't think of one, believe it or not.
Are we going... Now, we're going young.
Let's go between 25 and 35.
All right, Zac Efron.
Wow, you pulled that one quick.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, okay.
Look at that dude's look. Like
he's short though.
Who cares?
He needs to be tall.
I think Zac Efron's an awesome actor. I think I picture him with the cowl on. Like if you want to pull up a picture of Zac Efron right now, please don't pull up the Ted Bundy picture because I'll fucking stab you. But if you want to pull up a picture of Zac Efron right now, you can see his facial structure is perfect for, especially if you're going to go like almost an animated series style Batman. Like Zac Efron has a great look for that. Similar to the way that I thought Val Kilmer had a great look to be Batman, but not a great look to be Bruce Wayne. But if we're going to go somebody that can pull off both roles, that would take me a little bit to think about.
You know, the only one I can think of, and he can't do it because he's already the Green Arrow, is Stephen Amell.
What did they basically made Green Arrow Batman.
Yeah, and the TV show Arrow is basically Batman.
So if they go younger, like the other person I would say that would be rad, but he's, got so many irons in the fire. I really liked the idea of Joe Manganiello as an older Batman. A lot of people wanted him as Superman.
Well, I think he's supposed to be like Deathstroke too.
Yeah, and that's cool. I like him. So I like him. We could go with who would you?
No way, dude. No way, Bolo. Aziz Ansari. No. I hate that dude's voice. Nothing against him. I hear his voice and I can't stand it.
He got overexposed. But yeah, man. Like I don't know.
Seth Rogen as Batman. Yeah.
And Jonah Hill as Robin.
Kevin Smith directing.
Kevin Smith directing. That'd be hilarious. No, it'd have to be Judd Apatow if it's Rogen and
that's true. I don't know. I can't really think of any actor that could pull that off. As far as the body type doesn't. Oh, his body type.
I could throw
anyone can work out and get their body there.
I could throw my recent person that I say should be in everything.
What?
Miles Teller.
Actually, not bad.
No, he'd be good. He'd be good. He'd be able to pull off the acting, but I don't think he could pull off the look for either of them. He looks too young still. You know what I mean? Like they did a lot of
Ryan
makeup
Gosling.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's like what, 30?
Yeah, he's an older dude.
5?
But I don't know who. This is gonna be one of those things where when they announce somebody as the next
Tom
Batman,
Cruise, now you're just trolling.
Everybody's gonna be like, no way, that dude's gonna suck. They're gonna do the same thing with the next person that they did with Ben Affleck, that they did with Heath Ledger as Joker that they did with
Michael Keaton
as Batman. As much as people want to say, people don't remember how high they were on Val Kilmer as Batman when that got announced. Everybody was like, yeah, and then that movie sucked.
Yeah.
But I can't think of anybody like right now that's the right age range for the Batman I would like to see played.
Other than Stephen Amell, I can't think of anyone else.
Yeah.
Like I thought David Boreanaz would have been a good.
He'd be a good older Batman for sure.
Well, yeah, older Batman,
Now,
but like back in the day, like he would have been. Good.
Yeah,
he was actually almost had
the
the role instead of Christian Bale.
Really?
Yeah, but he turned it down.
That might not have worked out so well. I see David Boreanaz as more of a comic book style Batman. Like not. I know that Dark Knight, and I know those are based on the Frank Miller stuff, and that's a comic book. But I'm talking about the more vibrant style of Batman.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, for some reason, I can't think of like a good, solid answer for that.
Shit, man. If he wasn't playing Joker, I think Joaquin Phoenix would be an awesome older Batman also.
Joaquin Phoenix.
But he's doing the Joker thing now, so.
Yeah.
Which I'm super excited about because I like that dude as an actor.
I think we're going to have to get back to this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some research.
I can't think of anyone.
These fucking trolls in our chat.
I know.
We love you guys.
We love them.
But you're fucking trolls.
The dude from Suits. Which dude? I can see the name, the picture of the poster.
Which
of
one
it
is Suits?
Because Michael watches Suits, and I could have swore he mentioned something about like basically think of Batman and like he kind of has that look.
Fuck him. You want to talk about? All right. Mark Paul Gosselaar.
Is Batman?
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. Yeah.
And fucking Breckin Meyer's Robin. Just get Franklin and Bash on this shit. But yeah, I don't know, man. That's something I'd have to really think about.
That's a good show.
I love the Batman property a lot. So when it comes to casting a Batman, it's super hard for me to narrow it down because I immediately try and think like, okay, well, if we're going to do like a Batman 66 style of Batman, it would be this guy. If we're going to do animated series, it would be this guy. If we're going to do Frank Miller, it would be this guy. Like, because I like so many different eras of Batman, it's hard for me. And then you get to the point, it's like, well, then do we want a Tim Burton style Batman? Because if we want that again, then we can have this. And now with the Dark Knight trilogy, that's almost a genre in itself now, where it's like, well, do you want someone to play a Batman like that? Because then another person could be perfect for that.
I think the only way I'm going to get excited now for a Batman movie is if it's Batman Beyond.
Yeah,
because I feel after Affleck, I think I'm good with Batman.
Yeah.
Other than that, like
it's hard. We need a new take on Batman.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a new actor. It's got to be something that you don't expect. It's got to be a new take on Batman.
Batman Beyond's perfect. Like I think that's way overdue.
I mean, there was rumors about a Batman Beyond style video game being made by Rocksteady, the same people who did the Arkham stuff.
Yeah. I saw, I don't know, like I didn't look into it too much, but I saw on Instagram that there's going to be a Batman Beyond movie in the works.
Oh, really?
Animated?
Yeah.
But I don't know as far as creditable that is.
Right.
I hope so. I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
We'll come back to this.
Yeah, we can come back to this. But
sure.
as far as that, like, that sucks.
Yeah, it bums me out.
I like
Ben
Affleck.
Really hyped to see what Ben Affleck was going to do as, you know, whether he was just going to take one or two of those 10 hats he was going to try and wear, whether he was just going to write and star or direct and star or just star in it. I would love to have seen what he was going to do as Batman as a standalone.
Yeah.
Please don't call it The Batman. Please don't fucking call it that.
Isn't that one of the cartoons called The Batman?
So it's funny because that picture of Batman right there looks, the facial expression on it looks like the one when Ryan Connolly does his Batman spoof and he's always looking. He's got like that derpy look. You know what I'm talking about? When he's
yeah. Okay. Yes.
Fucking Josh Connolly, Batman. Boom. Actually, he'd be better as like Nightwing.
Actually, I think he'd be a good Terry McGinnis.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on.
All right. So, Wolf says Warner Brothers came out and said that it's not happening. Those were rumors.
Right. The Beyond?
Batman is my favorite animated version of Batman. Yeah, it's everyone's favorite version. All right. So we got a trailer teaser / test screen thing from Warner Brothers.
So,
speaking of Batman.
I'm an asshole. And I didn't look at any of the notes that Rick put in the show notes. I just put my own in there like a dickhead. So I'm completely unprepared this week.
That's all right. Good thing I come prepared.
So you're going to get a genuine reaction from me on this right now.
All right. This is for the Birds of Prey.
Ooh!
It's like
excited.
a test screen. Just to see
a
their
teaser
makeups and
/
stuff.
screen test thing? Okay.
So let's take a look at this.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Gee, I wonder who that was.
That's it.
Was that really it?
Yeah.
Okay. I like the aesthetic. Again, that 80s neon new wave-ish thing is really back in right now, and I dig that. And I would love to see those characters in that style. You know? So this was something we've talked about before when it initially got announced. The Birds of Prey stuff. What do you think?
I'm excited for it. I never watched a TV show. But I heard the show wasn't that great. But I like Birds of Prey.
Uh-huh.
I've read maybe 3 or 4 of their comics, but I just didn't get into it. But I'm excited for it.
Oh.
Probably more this than I am Batman. Yeah.
We talked about this recently. Didn't somebody get cast as Black Canary or something that you were like... I don't remember, but I know we've talked about this within the last 6 months or so. Anyway, yeah, dude,
yeah, the cast. I'll pull that up.
Yeah, I guess I'm excited to see where it goes. Like, that is like the teaser of all teasers.
Yeah,
like
it's almost kind of like that Joaquin Phoenix makeup test screen.
Is this gonna be a movie?
Yes, movie.
I think this would work better as a TV show, man. Like, remember, Tara Strong was on a Kevin Smith podcast a long ass time ago, and she talked about an animated series that they were trying to get put into place called Best Friends Forever, and it was about all of the heroes and villains in the DC universe in high school together. And I always thought that concept was like a fucking amazing idea. Come on, they're all in their own clique. It would have been, and it was animated. It would have been fucking rad.
I would have to see that, yeah.
But so I've ever since then the idea of all these characters coming together has been something I've been wanting to see. So
I think that's what you might get from this then, because all right, so we already know Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie, Mary Elizabeth Winstead is playing Huntress.
That's right. Love me some Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah. Derek Wilson is playing Tim Evans. Ewan McGregor, which I didn't even know he was in.
Yeah.
Or I just forgot. I don't know. But he's playing Black Mask.
Okay.
And we got Rosie Perez. This is Renee Montoya.
That's right. You don't like Rosie Perez. I love Rosie Perez.
Biggest miscast if I've ever...
I love Rosie Perez.
I don't think she's bad. I just don't think that's the right part for her.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I don't know. This is going to be hard to watch with her in it.
We'll see.
But I am excited other than that.
I mean, people
it looks cool. I like the aesthetics.
People didn't think that Jada Pinkett was going to be good in Gotham.
That's true. And
she was fucking amazing. Yeah. So, we'll see.
It is a wait and see.
Yeah, but, I think the teaser looked cool. I mean...
I like the vibe.
Yeah, for sure. It's like Sex in the City in the DC universe. That's what that fucking put off, that vibe that they were showing.
Kind of feels that way. Her with her martini.
And whoever it was just downing a bottle. Yeah, dude, that's good shit. Yeah. I again, part of that universe that I love so much, so I'm excited to see how this comes out.
Yeah. She's playing Renee Montoya. She was in the animated series. Wolf. Yeah. I don't know. Just not a fan for that role. Okay. Next story. Yeah. Actually, next trailer.
Okay.
Is submitted from someone we haven't heard in a while.
Oh yeah. He did comment on our 2018 video.
He did though. Yeah. Tim Raven sent us this, thinking that we might be interested. So this is Kingdom for Netflix. From Netflix.
Okay.
이 연못 안에 시신이 몇 구가 있을 것 같으냐? 이 안에 시신이 몇 구가 있건 몇 식구가 있건 그 누구도 내게 아무 말도 못하게 만드는 것, 그것이 권력이다. 강령전에서 몰골이 끔찍한 괴물을 보았소. 아바마마께서는 어디 계시오? 아바마마께 무슨 일이 생겼는지 알아내야만 한다.
여기 있는 사람들에게 아무래도 무슨 큰 일이 벌어진 것 같습니다.
죽은 사람들이 괴물이 돼서 살아났습니다. 이제 곧 깨어납니다. 아저씨! 아저씨!
상수가 뚫리면 이 나라 모든 곳에 역병이 퍼질 것이다. 막아야 한다.
오, 오케이.
세자는요?
그 일을 방해하는 자들 모두 죽일 것이다.
그 부리와 싸워서 이기시는 것만이 대의를 바로 세우시는 길입니다.
조합주의 반응이 크게 달했습니다. 도와주십시오.
I'm in, man.
Oh my god.
Is this zombies in feudal Japan? Holy
That's what it
shit!
seemed like.
Man!
Oh wow.
That's dude.
In.
So I'm a huge fan of that feudal Japan aesthetic milieu, if you will. And like it seems like we're getting like they just put out the original is it Onimusha game they just recently put out on Switch and stuff. We got Sekiro Shadows Only Die Twice, video game that's coming out. I'd love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 because of the aesthetic. Back on PlayStation 1, one of my favorite games on that console was Bushido Blade.
I remember
Like,
Blade,
I love that era, and I've been saying for the longest time that Ubisoft needs to stop fucking around and make an Assassin's Creed in the feudal Japan universe already. They just need to stop fucking around with Europe and go to Japan. And like I'm in, man. Like I'm super hyped about Shadows Only Die Twice. I'm super hyped about that Onimusha remaster that just came out. Like this looks super cool, man.
That looks awesome.
Way in
Yeah.
on this, dude.
Well, here's the fun part. He sent this to us like what 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I just barely put it up now.
Oh shit. Okay.
But the best part about this is that it's out right now on Netflix.
Cool. Awesome.
So we can watch it
Hell
later.
yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That looks so cool.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Like the whole I was like, where are they going with this? And like, man, that's cool.
Yeah, that was the turn I didn't see.
Very cool. Very cool. Thanks, Tim, for sharing that with us because
He always gives us like
Yeah.
the good trailers.
yeah.
So
I guess we're pretty transparent into the stuff that we like and don't because pretty much everything he's
Probably,
submitted based
yeah.
on watching us, we've liked.
yeah, it says coming out January 25th, but we're already in February, so go watch it.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm definitely going to have to watch that.
Perhaps a review next week.
Yeah, maybe.
Did you ever watch I.O.?
No, I haven't yet. I haven't had time to sit down and watch
Oh,
a movie. I'm going to
okay.
watch it though. I didn't watch your guys' review yet
Okay.
because of that, so I'm going to watch it.
All right, so now let's move on to some video juegos.
Yeah.
Shall we?
So the first thing I wanted to talk about, I think is really friggin' cool.
Which one? What's it? This one?
This one, yeah.
Okay.
The PlayStation Plus games for February. Again, it's like they knew I wanted this game, and I've been putting off buying it for the
Didn't
longest
you mention
time.
this game too?
Yeah.
Like not too long ago?
Yeah. So they just recently put out Hitman 2. And the cool thing about Hitman 2 is if you own Hitman 1, all of the levels from Hitman Season 1 come into Hitman 2. So this month, February, PlayStation Plus, the main reason I brought this story up is that Hitman Season 1 is going to be completely free for PlayStation Plus users starting February, what is it going to be, 5th? Is that Tuesday? Tuesday is the 5th?
Yeah.
Okay, today's the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yes. February 5th, Tuesday, when the audio for this goes up and our first clip goes up on YouTube, If you're a PlayStation Plus member, you will be able to download Hitman for free. I suggest everybody do it. I watched Giant Bomb play this game for hundreds of hours because it was that interesting and it made me want to buy this game, but I never wanted to buy it at full price. Then when Square Enix ditched IO but let them keep the property, I was like, cool. Hopefully they'll make another Hitman. Hitman 2 has come out, and by all rights, that game is like an even more streamlined, awesome version of the first game. But it's all together. It's not episodic like the first game was. So if you buy Hitman 2 and you have, quote unquote, purchased Hitman 1 through PlayStation Plus on Tuesday, all of the Hitman 1 content, all of the levels, all of the everything, all moves into Hitman 2.
Oh.
So basically, you can go out and buy Hitman 2 for $60 and then play all of Hitman 1 and 2 if you get Hitman on PlayStation Plus. So Tuesday, I will be downloading Hitman on my PlayStation 4 and actually start playing it myself because I watched Giant Bomb play so much of that game in 2016 that I got to a point where I was like backseat driving while I was watching their streams. Like, no, you're doing it wrong. And like, I've never been a huge fan of the Hitman games because I always felt that they were way too sandboxy. They would throw you in a situation and go ahead. But in the Hitman Season 1, they actually were like, well, you can talk to this person, and that opens up what they call an opportunity. So you could talk to one person, and then it goes, now you have the opportunity to do this type of thing so you can get your target to come around to you instead of having to search the entire level for your target. Like, there's some really cool stuff in that game, and I'm really excited to play it. And on Tuesday, I will be downloading that for sure. This is also, I think, the last month that you can get PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita titles, because after starting in March, they're not going to be offering PS3 and PS Vita titles for free on PlayStation Plus. So I'm interested to see how they're going. That was the other reason I brought this up, because I was like, I wanted to discuss with you and people in the chat here, what do you think PlayStation Plus free games offering is going to turn into in March? Like, do you think we're going to get more PS4 games? Do you think they're going to add in a PSVR game? Do you think maybe they'll add in a PlayStation Now game or something like that to where I
don't think they'll add more games.
I mean, they're taking away 4 games in March, and we'll be down to 2 a month, which is not bad. That's still yes, you're paying for PlayStation Plus, so these games are not free. I understand that. I'm not
right.
But Hitman is still like a $40 video game, and you're only paying $60 a year for Plus, so you're getting a fucking smoking deal. Is the point? But yeah, I don't know. I wonder where their free game service stuff is going to go in March.
Yeah, if they add, I don't know, because I feel like they could lose money if they add like 2 more games to it when they take those out.
Hitman is only 2 years old. That first Hitman.
I mean, it would be great if they did do it. I'm not complaining.
It's still a recent, like, that's my point. Is like, that's a super recent game, and Hitman got Game of the Year from a lot of outlets in 2016, and now it's going to be free for PlayStation Plus users literally 2 years later. It's insane. I think it's cool.
That's pretty insane, yeah.
They also have awesome sales for PlayStation Plus users too. So like, I just wonder where the free game offerings are going to go since we're losing 4.
My guess is like, I don't know. If they do add more games, great. But if they don't, like, I think they'll probably
just be a big deal if they don't. I don't think
they're not going to be like big games, or maybe there'll be like, I don't know, themes and like, the little smaller stuff. Because I mean, I think it's going to be quite a bit of money for them to lose if they add like 2 more games, or even.
Especially
for free, or 4 more games even, yeah.
Maybe they just add 1 more game. Maybe it's 3 games a month, and they're all PlayStation 4 games, or maybe one of them is a PSVR title or something.
Like I said, I'm not complaining. I'd be happy if they brought more games, but I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. I saw the PlayStation 3. Welcome, M. Thanks, Cheesy brought you here. Great,
awesome. Thanks for joining us. You should download Hitman on Tuesday and stream it. This is a game for
which one?
Hitman. This is a game for Gaming Rick to come out. You would be so angry at that game.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm going to add it. M says that they should do 1 VR title.
I think that would be.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's because they're really pushing the VR.
And we're at a point where there's hundreds of VR titles out there now. So even if they did 1 a month, it would take years for them to go through that catalog. And there's still more VR games coming out every week,
Yeah.
That's like, I'm not expecting them to throw something like Beat Saber that's really brand new in there, but like maybe Astrobot, maybe that the game everybody was raving about last year, Astrobot, will come out there, or maybe like Rec Room. I think Rec Room. No, that's not them. That's a PC game. But maybe like Stanley Parable or something like that can come to PlayStation Plus, or like.
Right, just
the early like the super early titles.
I probably see that.
Yeah,
them doing more
like that Batman experience and things like that. So
I think the VR makes more sense than another
for sure.
video game.
I'm kind of bummed that the Vita stuff is going away. I'm also kind of bummed that the PS3 stuff is going away. But I understand them trying to distance themselves from that, because the farther away they get from PS3 and PlayStation Vita era titles, the sooner that they can implement their name change policy. Because right now, the way that their PSN names work is it was tied to so my PlayStation name is some kind of robot. Instead of it being tied to like a user number or some kind of different thing, it's literally tied to some kind of robot. So if I change that name, which they have a beta out right now where people can change their name, instead of being able to merge it over, it's like almost like starting a new account. So you will theoretically lose all your shit. So they're doing it a different way now, but migrating it to that, you're basically going to lose all your trophies, or it's possible to lose the trophies and all this other shit. Name. I'm one of the few people that doesn't mind their name. I know you don't mind
Jack
your name.
Bauer, CTULA.
I remember when you got your PlayStation, you did that. I was like,
I was really into 24 at the time.
And I told you, I go,
really
dude, you're going to hate that in like 5 years. You're like, no, I think I'll be good with it. And you don't hate it yet, and it's been longer than 5 years, but...
I'm almost at the point where like...
You're like, fuck, man, why did I do that?
Like,
yeah.
And then when people see me too, like in Destiny, like, all right, we got Jack Bauer. Yeah. Oh my God, he sucks.
So the further they get away from that generation of stuff, the closer they get to being able to implement that name change policy without pissing too many people off.
Yeah. Wolf brought up, well, maybe they should add one more game and then maybe like a DLC game.
Yeah. Okay.
Or add like a DLC add-on.
They did that.
Or DLC for a game. Okay.
They did. It was a standalone, but they did that about a year ago with Assassin's Creed. Was it Black Flag? Freedom Cry. Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, which I think was part of the Black Flag game as a DLC, as a standalone DLC, and I downloaded that and played through that and really, really enjoyed that stuff for Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry. So they've kind of done the DLC thing before. They also did it. It was a standalone, but Infamous Second Son had an expansion called Infamous First Light, where you play as the other character, one of the other characters you encounter in the game. But it was a standalone thing. But yeah, man, like DLC,
that's a good idea.
like actual DLC for a game that's tied to that game that's not a standalone property, that'd be pretty fucking sweet. Or like a season, like, oh, Deus Ex Mankind Divided was a free game about 1.5 years ago. Now, the season pass for Deus Ex Mankind Divided is free if you want it. Like, that would be really cool. That's an awesome fucking idea.
I think the VR, it sounds more tangible though, because I think they would really want to start pushing the PlayStation VR.
Yeah, maybe that DLC stuff isn't an every month thing. Maybe it's like every once in a while.
Perhaps, yeah.
Because like as far as I can tell,
I don't want to start a new account either.
Besides Freedom Cry and Infamous First Light, I think those are the only two like standalone expansions that they've had as a part of PlayStation Plus. But that's cool. That's a really good. Was that Wolfie said?
About what?
That the idea of adding DLC is.
No, that was M.
Oh, it was M? Okay.
Wait, what's that?
Good idea. Whoever it was, scroll up.
No, I think that was Wolf. Yeah, it was Wolf.
Okay, good idea, Wolf. Do you work for Sony? That's a really good idea. Obviously you don't, because that's a good idea.
Like, what if they did like one of the DLC add-ons for like Spider-Man?
Yeah, or
that would be pretty.
Or Far Cry, or one of the Far Cry games.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
I guess that in VR I think sounds likely.
That's
a good idea, at least for us.
I didn't even fucking think. Hey Wolf, you wanna come on the show? That's a good idea, man. Anyway, I basically wanted to bring it up for the Hitman discussion and to like hypothesize where they might go with their free game delivery stuff.
Yeah, I saw the PlayStation 3 has their last one's gonna be Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
And Drive Kick. God, I want to play. I've been wanting to play Metal Gear 4 for a while.
I have my copy still, and my PlayStation 3 still.
Yeah.
You want me to bring that over and let you borrow it?
Maybe. No, I gotta finish Uncharted Lost Legacy.
Yeah, I watched that video, by the way.
Yeah.
You were talking about it.
Let's see. Next story.
Real quick, all y'all are wrong for being on the Chloe bandwagon. She is the worst character. She's the worst.
She's much better than Nadine.
Yeah. I don't know.
I haven't finished the game.
So
I don't know. Maybe I'll finish it tonight.
Not even excluding Lost Legacy. At least Nadine has a purpose for more than fucking looking pretty, and that's probably the only reason everybody likes Chloe. Come on.
What?
Because of the way she looks. Because
hot.
she's Lara Croft. That's why people like her. Fuck her. Elena. Hashtag Elena all day. Get out of here with your Chloe bullshit, and I will not even entertain a debate. Let's move on.
All right, next story. Got a trailer
Submitted by a friend of the show, Bryant.
Yes.
I don't think he intended it to be part of the show, but it is today. And it's a game that's already out and available on PlayStation for $20. There you go. Let's go.
Oh, I did see the trailer, actually.
Yeah.
I like that. Just busted through the wall.
I had no idea. I hadn't even heard about this game until Brian sent us the trailer. I didn't know about this game. Alright, so that's out already. I believe it's $20. So I loved Hotline Miami. I don't think you ever played Hotline Miami, but it was kind of a 16-bit style top-down game, very colorful.
Oh, geez, you just said that. This is Hotline.
Yeah.
Hotline Miami, just more realistic.
Yeah. And I also love John Woo's early movies, like Hard Boiled and, the Chow Yun-Fat stuff from the late 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just Hotline Miami mixed with John Woo. And I'm all fucking about that. I'm all in on this. I'm probably going to buy this over the weekend, and I might have a review next week. If not, it'll be the week after. But I am super in on that game. The slow motion stuff, the diving. One of my favorite early games on the PS3 was Stranglehold, which was John Woo, quote unquote, like directed, and Chow Yun-Fat. It's like a spiritual sequel to Hard Boiled. It's so much fun. It doesn't hold up anymore. It's the way it looks and the style. It's an almost arcadey style of game, but you could literally slide on the ground and shoot and dive.
I remember that game.
And so I bought it originally because I'm not sure if he went back on it, but at the time it was the only way to get a Blu-ray version of Hard Boiled. If you bought the special edition of Stranglehold, it was the only way to get a high def version of Hard Boiled, which is one of my favorite movies. Just in general, and probably my favorite John Woo movie. But yeah, you play the same character from Hard Boiled, and it's John Woo inspired / directed / consulted. And it's a super fun ass video game. I went back and tried to play it a couple years ago, and it doesn't hold up. But at the time, in the moment, in a bubble, it was friggin' amazing. And this reminded me immediately of all the fun I had with Stranglehold and John Woo movies and Hotline Miami. And I'm super hyped about this game, dude.
For me, I don't know if this is for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looks cool. I like the style.
Right.
I like the action of it. But I don't know. It just seems like I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be for me.
Right. Yeah, the music and
The music's
and
cool, but
everything.
I don't know. It's not calling to me.
Okay, that's fair.
But
That's fair.
it looks good.
I'll let
I do
you know
like the
how
way
it
it
is.
looks.
I'll let you
But
know how
yeah,
it is.
you'll play it and you can talk about it here. So
I hope it feels as good as it looks, basically, because it's really easy to fuck up. That
it does look
control
like
scheme.
the controls look pretty
Yeah,
nice, pretty
yeah.
smooth.
It also seems like something that was kind of built for PC, the way the cursor's moving around, like it would be with a mouse.
Yeah.
Which was something that a problem a lot of people had with Hotline Miami is that it was a PC game where you basically could move the gun in any direction while you're moving your character in different directions.
Yeah, that's what it looked
It
like.
translated okay to being a twin stick game, but we'll see. I definitely will get this game sooner rather than later and talk about it on here. But yeah, I'm way hyped about that.
All right. Cool. Cheesy says, wait, what do you guys think about Titanfall BR or VR? coming in on Monday. I'm not familiar with
I didn't
Titanfall.
realize they're doing a Titanfall VR experience. That's cool.
Or so he said put BR.
I don't think he meant BR.
I don't think it meant BR.
Because V's right next to B. No, B's not. Anyway,
Anyways,
clarify, Cheesy.
Wolf also said he saw the Power Rangers fighting game trailer.
Yo.
He's hyped.
Yo. All right, good. So yeah, that's two video game trailers that have been brought to us by friends of the show. So, yeah, man, I'm really excited about that game. Let's talk about this story. Let's move on to the next.
All right, next story.
Quantic Dream receives investment from NetEase to develop next-gen games. NetEase is the same company that gave Bungie $100 million last year to start a new property and kind of help them get away from the publishing deal of Activision.
Okay.
The crazy thing about this is for next generation, like this company NetEase has been giving money to people to kind of bring things other places. This would be like crazy to see if this brings Quantic Dream games to other consoles.
Oh.
Because they were Sony exclusive. The only one that wasn't was Indigo Prophecy, which was their first game.
That's right, they are Sony exclusive.
Yeah,
games.
because Sony was publishing their games for the longest time. Now that they have this, outside investment, the thing that was very interesting about this is a representative from Quantic Dream was saying like the gaming landscape is going to change in the next few years, and we're excited to bring our games to different consoles and services and whatever those may be. And immediately that made me think of something like Bandersnatch and something like the Minecraft game that you can play on Netflix. Like, how rad would it be to play, something like Detroit on Netflix with a remote control instead of a controller?
That would be pretty cool, in my opinion.
Because it would allow them to streamline the gameplay aspects even more so that the story is more coherent.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Although, as much as I loved Bandersnatch, but I think like a full game-ish played that way, like you're talking about like Bandersnatch, right?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be live action, but it would be that style. Similar, like Bandersnatch is basically what Quantic Dream does anyway.
That's true, yeah.
Like, but in live action and not, computer built.
Yeah.
So like when they specifically said bringing our games to other consoles and future services, I was like, that immediately made me think of something like playing this on Netflix. Like I said, there's Minecraft Story Mode, which you can play on Netflix if I'm not mistaken right now.
That'd definitely be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be
Although,
crazy.
I don't know, I like my Quantic Dream games and PlayStation.
I like my Quantic Dream
as a game.
Yeah, the way they're being delivered as it is. But if this helps them like branch out and be seen and heard and played by more people,
that's good for them.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, I mean, they would have. Yeah, I think getting the word out is probably the best thing they can do right now because they got a great company as far as gaming wise. Like I love all their games.
Yep.
So
I would love for this to mean like a full remaster and remake of Indigo Prophecy, so more people could play that because that game is so good.
I still haven't played. I have the game, but I haven't played it. That's the only game I haven't played of theirs.
Where did you buy it on?
PlayStation 4, yeah. The remastered.
No, PS2 Classic or whatever.
Or Classic, yeah.
Is that
Something
what it
like
was?
that, yeah. Yeah, I still haven't played that yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would
Yeah.
like to see that. Why not?
I am like salivating at the idea of Indigo Prophecy in the Detroit engine. Like, holy shit, that would be so rad.
Oh, that definitely.
God, that'd be so
That
rad.
would be great to play that way.
But that's probably not what they're meaning. They're probably meaning a whole new game, a whole new franchise, a whole new thing that they're going to bring to multiple consoles and services and things like that. But I would love to see Indigo Prophecy come back in a more modern way.
Yeah.
But dude, Indigo Prophecy is so good. I love Heavy Rain. I'm one of the you and I are one of the two of the few people that love Beyond Two Souls. And you, myself, and Bryce all loved Detroit.
Yeah, this at first scared me until you explained it because I thought like, wait, are they gonna like lose ownership of it? But
So I don't know. I mean, those games were published by Sony, so I don't know what those contracts were like. I'm not aware, and I wasn't there, so I really don't know like what their contracts are like. But again, they're not somebody that go back to the well and do sequels to their properties.
That's
so
true.
It
They
might
never
not
do
even,
that.
It might not even matter. But it would be nice if they could take those properties to other consoles and stuff like that.
that would be
you know?
good. Yeah, give people with only an Xbox to play something.
Here's a 3-pack of Heavy Rain, Beyond, and Detroit. Play these while we are making our next game, which is going to take 5 or 6 years because that's what they do. But I'm excited about that, man.
Yeah.
I really, really like that studio, and I like what they do.
Be interesting to see what they come out with.
I'm glad that they're able to get an influx of cash like that from a third party that's trying to help them expand and not necessarily lock them down even more, you know?
And Detroit, I think, definitely helped a lot.
And I think it's a mistake for Sony to not try and lock them down. I really do. I know Detroit didn't like set the world on fire sales wise, but their games obviously make enough money for Sony to continue over the last 15 years to give them money to be an exclusive property. You know what I mean? Like they've got to do something. They've got to move the needle somehow for them to continue that. And maybe Detroit was like a last straw, and that's why Sony is okay with them moving on to something else, you know? But we'll see. That could be a long time from now. I almost went to a Greg Miller thing right now. That could be so long from now, but if I wanted to know what came to blah, 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 blah. Yeah, anyway. Yeah.
Damn. All right. I think it was... Who was it? I think Wolf. Okay. I think submitted this.
Okay.
Just now. But it's a trailer for Hobbs and Shaw. Which is
Fast and Furious.
Spin-off?
Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah, it's a side thing. It's not something I'm super hyped about. And I know a lot of people, the core Fast and Furious cast, are like way upset that this got made before the next Fast and Furious movie because they're not involved. It's money out of their pockets. Tyrese being a crybaby. But I like The Rock. And I think there's a really cool story to talk about coming out of this trailer. So,
all right,
let's do this.
I'm dealing with the future of the planet. I'm the necessary shock to the system. I am human evolutionary change. Bulletproof. Superhuman.
Who the hell are you?
Bad guy.
The mission has been compromised. We need help.
Our target's name is Brixton. He's a ghost. We're gonna need the best trackers in the business. Luke Hobbs.
I'm what you call an ice-cold can of whoop ass.
Career lawman. Always gets his guy. We're gonna need to operate outside the system. Deckard Shaw.
I'm what you might call a champagne problem.
Rogue former MI6 agent. Doesn't play well with others. If we stand a chance against Brixton, you guys have to work together.
No way. This guy's a real ass. This job requires stealth. Look at you. I'm trying to save the world, which, for the record, will be my 4th time. Because I'm really good at it.
You have no idea what we're dealing with.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Three shocks will kill a man.
There we go. The bad guy's feet.
You had to have your big mouth, didn't you, huh?
Yeah, I thought it was a cool thing to say at the moment.
What the fuck?
It's just so
It looks so stupid that I want to watch it.
That's the point. So that literally just wrapped Principal Photography like less than a week ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So man, like I really enjoy what The Rock does. I like Jason Statham. Mr. I'm not doing any more action movies. Has done nothing but action movies since he said that. I like the idea, but they did this in the last Fast and Furious movie or 2 movies ago where The Rock had to join up with Vin Diesel's crew and like the whole not fish out of water, but like the unlikely duo coming together and becoming BFFs has already happened in this universe. I think that this movie might tank because
I don't think it will.
I think it might, and here's my reason why. But see, you got to understand the audience of people that love the Fast and Furious movies want another Fast and Furious movie.
Okay.
I am a huge fan of Fast and Furious, as you know, and anybody who watched this show for, any amount of time knows I love those movies completely unironically. So I'm not that they're so bad they're good. I genuinely enjoy myself when I watch those movies. And they've kind of transitioned into a whole different thing, which is cool that they've kind of evolved and made a transition to where they've become like more mainstream acceptable or accepted. But this is when they announced this, I was like, I don't want that. I don't want Hobbs and Shaw. I want Dominic Toretto and his crew. I want Fast and Furious. I do think we need kind of a break, especially after the passing of Paul Walker and the way that movie ended with like the tribute to him and everything like that. I do agree that we needed a break from the core Fast and Furious franchise, but this is not the break I wanted. I just wanted like a nice break and then continue the movies. You realize that Fast and Furious is almost 20 years old of a franchise? Yeah. We're in 2019, bro.
It came out in 2001?
2000, I think, was the first one.
2000?
I think so, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But yeah, so this is not necessarily what I want, but again, it looks so ridiculous that I'm in, because I always say that, and I say this about like the Marvel movies, that they're just popcorn action flicks that they're throwing comic book characters into. This is just a popcorn action flick with regular ass characters, like not superheroes, except for this dude made out of adamantium or whatever the fuck he's made out of, the villain.
It looks silly and ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
wait, was this posted on the Rock's YouTube channel? Is that what
it was? That's what I was looking at. Like, what? He put it on his channel?
Of course he did. I think his production company has a hand in this. That's why.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of that monetization.
$7 entertainment. Anyway.
Yeah, it looks fucking ridiculous, like, and cliche as fuck.
Yep.
But I am so in on this.
Right.
Why? I don't know why, but I am. Because it just looks so...
I have been trying to get this guy to watch the Fast and Furious movies for so long. But I mean, like, rewatch them now and not like, this is stupid. Because I know you're not a huge fan. You liked the one that was...
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a good one. That's the best one. Shut up, everybody who doesn't believe it. Tokyo Drift is the best one. But once they did the reboot, Fast 5, where it was basically a bank heist, I told you, like, watch that one. You're gonna like it, Rick. It's a heist movie, and you did, and you liked it.
Yeah, I saw that.
You watched it way later, and you were like, yeah, I like it. But like, I want to do, like, I don't think we need to do like a commentary, and it really pisses me off that Kind of Funny got to this before we did, because you and I have been talking about doing
like a rewind commentary thing. Like
not even a commentary, but like they're doing a Fast and Furious and review thing where they're watching all the movies and then talking about.
They stole our idea.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for years. That's cool. Just have us come on the show for a week and we'll call it even. But yeah, it's something that you and I wanted to do with that franchise. I've wanted to do it with Rocky because you haven't really watched any Rocky movies except the Creed one.
Yeah, and I talked about Spider-Man.
And we wanted to do it with the Spider-Man stuff, going all the way back to Toby. But yeah, man, like, this is not what I wanted, but I'm going to go see it anyway because I like the vibe.
So, Wolf, The Rock and Jason are my favorite actors. I'm so fucking hyped. They're movies that aren't to be taken seriously, just to have fun and enjoy the movie. And no, totally. When I say that looks so stupid, I'm saying that with like heart. That looks so stupid.
Yeah. So the cool,
in a fun, like entertaining way. God, I'm looking forward to this fucking movie.
So the cool story I was referring to that I'm going to talk about for a minute is The Rock's cousin. Professional wrestler Roman Reigns.
That's his cousin?
Yeah, they're cousins.
No idea.
Part of the same Anoa'i family. They're part of the same family.
Fuck that guy.
Huh?
Fuck that guy. I don't like Roman Reigns.
Why? You don't even understand.
Anyway. I don't understand, but I don't like him.
He when he was younger, he had leukemia, and he announced.
I feel like shit.
Yeah, you should, because he recently announced that he has leukemia again, and he had to walk away from wrestling because he needs to get treatment for leukemia. So, The Rock got him some Hollywood representation and put him in this movie so he could have an income while he's not able to wrestle. And he plays The Rock's brother in Hobbs and Shaw. And was like, it's a fucking a great story that I think is super rad. And yeah, you want to say nepotism or whatever because it's The Rock's production company and all that. But like, The Rock has always looked out for people that are his friends or his family in anything he's ever done. And the fact that he went and got him representation and was able to get him a part in this movie, in this gigantic, multi-billion-dollar franchise, to supplement the fact that he can't earn his primary income right now, I think is fucking awesome. Super awesome.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
Wow.
I'm looking forward to seeing that too. That stuff too. And I like The Rock. I really enjoy Roman Reigns as a performer and a wrestler and his character. And I'm excited to see what he does in this movie. Because I always made the joke that him and Jason Momoa could be brothers. Him, Jason Momoa, and Rob Trujillo from Metallica, if you put them all together, they look like they could be brothers. Yeah,
they're family.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So I'm really excited about that aspect of the movie, and I'll probably go see it just to support Roman Reigns in that aspect because it's fucking nuts, man. That dude has battled leukemia before, and
that's crazy. I had no clue.
He had like a viral infection about a year and a half ago that put him out for like 8 weeks, almost 2 months, where he was out of the ring, and got better from that, and now was wrestling without knowing that the leukemia was back and attacking his system. But you could see the change in his movement, like at a certain point, like, oh, okay, he's a little bit slower. He looks like he's getting drained a little bit more quickly. So I'm glad that they found out what was wrong and that he's out there trying to get treatment and heal it again. And I hope, 100% hope that he comes away from this fight with leukemia on the winning end again.
Yeah, hopefully.
So I think that's a sweet story, and
that is a great story.
I'll go see this movie just for that reason alone.
And yeah, Wolf, The Rock is easily one of the best human beings on this planet.
Oh, for sure, man. Like, yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that.
So
how would I know?
Right. Fucking being on another down note, let's talk about the end of the Nintendo Wii eShop. I never owned a Wii. I have one now, but it's the red and black one that is not able to get online or anything like that. It's literally just to play games. But I had that for the kids so they could play Mario Kart and shit like that. But I didn't own a Wii when it was out. And if I had and bought games, because I would have bought games from the Wii eShop, that service is gone. As of last Wednesday, you had until like last Wednesday to download any games you had purchased because their servers are shutting down and you will not be able to re-download anything anymore after last Wednesday. Fucking gone.
That's crazy. All that money they spent just
gone. Again, going in line with the Ultraviolet story earlier and what we talked about a couple weeks ago the last time I was here. These services are just fucking gone now. Gone. And I don't care what you say. There is no hard drive. There is no SD card. that is guaranteed to work forever. Eventually, whatever you downloaded your Wii eShop stuff onto is going to die, inevitably. Your hard drive is going to die. Your SD card will stop being able to be read by whatever console you're putting it into. That will inevitably happen. And when it does, all your shit is gone. So the fact that I was very weary of this digital future 2 weeks later has come to fruition in both mediums that we all enjoy so much, movies and video games.
Yeah, things become obsolete.
The very thing I was talking about happening is happening right now.
Things die, things become obsolete, and you move on to something better, and it's going to happen again.
So, and for further clarification, on the Wii U, you were able to access the Nintendo. You could play Wii games on the Wii U, and you could access the Wii eShop through the Wii U, but you can't do that anymore now. So it's not even like, oh, no worries, I still have my Wii U, I'll just download all my stuff again later. No, because you were downloading it from the same servers that got shut down on Wednesday and are gone. That means game updates for Wii games, like title updates and day one patches, all that shit. You buy a game that needed a patch on launch to be playable, that game is fucking broken from now until forever.
Wait, hold on. So they can't play them at all anymore because there's no hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a hard drive?
No, you could use SD cards.
Oh, SD cards. Yeah.
But if you didn't do that, you're done. So
did they give them a warning though?
Yeah,
sort of.
like 3 days was when I heard this story come out on Monday, and then Wednesday it was like, we're gone.
So technically, if you were smart and always back up your shit, you should be okay and make copies.
But you can't make. I mean, yeah, you can make copies, but again, those hard drives are gonna fail inevitably. Hard drives die. If you download everything. If you downloaded everything onto an SD card, and you have a hard drive on a laptop or a desktop, and you put all those files on it.
I get that, yeah.
Even if you have...
I'm just saying, after a point, the console's been out for a long time, you'd think you would have at least gotten your money's worth.
That's such a bullshit way to look at it, though. Oh, I got my money's worth. I'm okay with never being able to own that thing again. I bought the game, obviously, because I wanted it. So what if I put 100 hours into it and I haven't played it in a year? I might want to go back and play that game again. And I should have that right because I bought it. I shouldn't just chalk it up to, oh, well, I played it for 100 hours. No sweat off my sack. No, a lot of sweat off my sack. It's bullshit that there is no contingency to support the consumer. It's bullshit. There's so many problems right now with game archiving and gaming historians who are trying... there are mobile games from old flip cell phones that you just can't get anymore. And I don't think none of those games were ever going to set the world on fire and be something you look at as a development lesson or anything like that. But it sucks that, I might have paid $6 for Garfield Bowling and I can't fucking play Garfield Bowling ever again. I don't have a phone that can play it, but so what? I paid for it. And I understand, we talked about this earlier, and Wolf brought it up earlier, oh, you don't pay for video games anymore, you pay for the license to play them. That's horseshit. That's not the way it should be. I should be paying to own that product. And I guess you can I guess you can get around it by buying physical now.
I was going to say, well, yeah, physical.
But with the Wii specifically, if there's a game that was broken at launch that needed a patch to be fixed to be playable, you're fucked.
I guess that's... Yeah.
It sucks, dude. It sucks. This is exactly what I was fucking talking about 2 weeks ago. Exactly what I was talking about. And I had no idea this was going to happen, and it happened.
I feel like it's kind of even already happened to me. I mean, look at with my PlayStation 3. That thing died. I had games on there. I'm not going to...
But you could still go out and buy a PS3 right now and re-download all your games without a problem.
I see what you're saying now. Okay, I got what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. I understand.
This, as soon as I saw this, I was like, fuck. Man. And not to mention that the Wii eShop had the best fucking music in modern video games. which we'll play on the way out today, because everybody needs to hear it. But yeah, it's crazy, man, that this is legitimately happening.
Yeah.
And again, like you would say, oh, you know, Ultraviolet, whatever, that wasn't going to stick around. But Amazon and Hulu and Vudu aren't going anywhere. Nintendo is the hottest property in video games right now. And even they don't want to continue spending the money on servers for a console that sold over 100 million units.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Put that into perspective. The Wii was the best-selling console of that generation. 100 million units. And they shut those servers down. Just gone.
Yeah, that's interesting.
This is the real first casualty of the video game digital age. It's gone. So put that in your pipe. I hashtag Mike was right. All right, that's enough of that. I just had to rant about that for a minute. So I think that's pretty much it.
That's all we got for this week.
Yep.
On Some Shit We Like.
Put up the video to play the song on the way out while I do the thing.
If I do that, then it's going to be difficult for me in post.
Why?
Because I was going to put it in post.
Okay. All right, fine. All right.
But you can hear it now
Uh-huh.
in post.
So that's it for the show this week. Thank you for joining us in the chat for episode 302 of Some Shit We Like. Again, like Bryce always says, if you're watching this in clips, you're not going to hear this. You're really only going to... Do you cut this out of the audio?
No.
No, you leave this.
Yeah, all
okay.
this stays in.
Okay.
The
All
audio's
right.
from the
Okay.
beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So if you want to consume our content, you can on Tuesdays in audio form on pretty much any podcast service you can think of. Just search SSWL Network. And Tuesday through Thursday, we put up clips in video form on YouTube. Depending on, like today we had 8 stories, so we might have 2 clips a day. Who knows? Bryce is going to hate us because he's not even here and he does the YouTube stuff. And then we put the full show up on Friday in video form for you to consume. And the thing I want to mention is that if you do just listen to us through audio, awesome. If you do just listen to or watch us in clips, that's awesome too. But do us a favor, hit that link or hit that play button on the full show that's in video form. Because Rick takes a lot of time and puts in, you know, screenshots of things we're talking
just
about.
do what you want.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. I'm not going to say, like, subscribe, notification, fuck all that shit. But, like, just play it in the background. Hit that play button because Rick puts a lot of work into the video editing of the show. Not just the clips, but the full version of the show as well. So
I do my best. Anyways,
help
thanks.
your boy out with that.
Thanks, Cheesy, for being in the chat.
Wolf
M. Bolo.
Yep.
And did I miss anyone else?
I don't think
Nope.
Oh, hydrate bot or whatever. Stay hydrated.
Oh, great bot, yeah.
So yeah, we'll catch you next time.
So that was Some Shit We Like.
Hey,
I
you
got
don't ever
confused.
say it. I know.
I got confused. I'm like, that was some
And until next time.
That was Some Shit We Like.